Hi everyone. I just thought I'll do this quick video on my Cookworks double drawer 9 litre air fryer. There you can see the two inserts. And basically yesterday, after I ran both the drawers, doing some stuff, but right at the end of the cooking duration, I went with something else in, and basically there was no power. Like on this display, nothing. So check the fuse, etc. And then nothing. Now I just want to do this quick video because this was very challenging, couldn't find anything on the internet, and it was the thermal fuse. But more than the thermal fuse, dismantling this and then finding the fuse was problematic. So I thought I'll do this video just to share my experience so it might help others. So I've dismantled it, and obviously it took me ages, couldn't have videoed that. But then I'm going to give you a few pointers which might help you. First of all, don't open the screws at the bottom because you don't need to. I did that and they're still open, but I'm going to skip that step because you don't need to do that. So I'm just going to put this back on. As you can see, whoops, this does come off. And then you got this that goes on top, sort of like that. So first things first is the top. So that's what you're going to have to remove. And then I used some of these inserts, and it is clipped on very tight. And as you can see, I've actually broken 2 clips, but I'm pretty sure the rest will be okay. So you can sort of see these clips. They're sort of bent, if you can see it. The video's not going to be very good, but you just have to pry it and lift it from the corners first. If you do it from the corners, one by one, you'll hear it popping out. That's the first step. So this out, done and dusted. Then what you have to do is, you have to get this open, which is not very apparent, but you will see some screws right in those holes there. And there's only 4 screws, which you need to take out. Once you've taken out the 4 screws, what you'll find is the front bit will lift, but again, the back will be stuck. So I'm just going to turn this around, and apologies, this video is not going to be that great, but I'm pretty sure it's going to help you if you have to do this job with any sort of similar air fryer. So what you'll find is this back here will be stuck. Because the front will lift a bit, again, what you do is you sort of some prying gadget tool, whatever you want to name it. Now, what you do is put one in and leave it there. Like mine's loose, so I'm going to stay, but you know what I mean. Leave it there. Then you take the second one will be stuck there, and start prying. And actually, what the intention is to pry all the way back here and slowly lift it. And that's the important bit, which, you know what, I just had to work out myself, really. There are no more screws. Once you've done that, you'll find the whole thing will just lift off like that. But don't jerk it, because I've disconnected it. You'll have right on the top, if I can find it. Oh, where is it? Yeah, no. Yeah, here it is. There is a connection for the display attached to that, which you'll have to disconnect. Okay, so now you've actually done the most of the work. This took me actually 2 days to figure out. Hopefully for you all, it'll take much less, maybe 10-15 minutes. Second challenge then is, I'm just maneuvering this now, bear with me, finding the actual thermal fuse. Now, there's so many coverings. You go on AI and you see that the thermal will be covered by a sleeve like this. There are so many sleeves, as you can see. So I've managed to locate it. These models seem to have actually 4 thermal fuses. They're all the same, and pretty much what you have to look for is they're going to be screwed down. Because the whole point is to a metal bit of the air fryer. As you can see, there's two bits there. So the whole point is if it reaches a certain temperature, they're going to blow. So what you have to do is, in this case, there was these are fixed. These silver things are fixed. I couldn't remove them, but it's not really a big deal. What I worked out was you can actually move the sleeves. See, as you can see. So you just move the sleeve until, like in this case, I checked all four. So I'm not going to remove the sleeve now because it's a bit fiddly putting them back in again. But you have to check. There'll be 4 of these thermal fuses. And then what you do to check it, I've actually put my meter away. This is another tip. To check whether the thermal fuse has blown or not, what you need to do, take a meter, put it on continuity, as you can see that. And all you need to do is, where's it gone? All you need to do is put each of that on each end. I've sort of done it. And there is no beep. So you know that's blown. And I did check all the remaining 3 and they were fine. It did beep. So now what I've done is I've just prepped this. I've ordered the fuse, which is going to arrive tomorrow, and prepped it all up. As you can see, one of those is actually nothing in there because I've taken it out. Here's one end, which I've cut off, prepped it, and then you can see inside, here's the second one. So when the fuse comes tomorrow, all I'll need to do is just looking for, I don't know where I've kept it. All I'll have to do is connect it up and hopefully everything will start working. I think you can see many videos on how to sort of crimp thermal fuses, and you have to use sort of high temperature, preferably copper crimps, and then all you do is once it's attached to both ends, you just run the sleeve back over it, and that's pretty much job done. So hopefully some of you who want to attempt this will find this helpful. Thank you for watching.